There were 27 games. I scored 26 goals. Congratulations on the championship.
So talented that he surprised Neymar and secured a contract with the player's agency. At just 11 years old, Brazilian Cauã has already broken historic records, leaving behind names like Rodrigo and Endrick. Inter Milan, Barcelona, Real Madrid, Manchester City, and Bayern Munich are competing fiercely to sign the young prodigy. But that's not all. Santos fears losing their star before he turns 18 due to intense interest from European giants. Besides his Neymar-style ability, Cauã is also a natural goal scorer. In a recent championship, he scored an incredible 26 goals in just 7 games. This kind of performance is unprecedented for someone his age. For the future, Santos already has its next big name, albeit a pre-teen. At just 11 years old, Cauã Basile is considered internally by Santos as one of the team's biggest revelations for the coming years. His potential is so immense that the club is already making plans to nurture and protect him. Cauã's journey is remarkable. At just 8 years old, he became the youngest athlete in the history of world football to sign a contract with Nike, surpassing names like Rodrigo, Neymar, and Lionel Messi. This milestone highlights his exceptional talent and potential. Just to give you an idea, the young left footer has already been compared to Neymar, Rodrigo, and even Lionel Messi by the Argentine newspaper Olé. These comparisons put Cauã in an elite category of young football talents. At the age of 6, Cauã arrived in the city of Santos with his father, André Ricardo, a former player who was bringing his older brother to train with Santos's under-15 team. Initially, his father was not convinced that Cauã should pursue a career in football and had not yet seen him play. However, everything changed when an impressed friend of Ricardo's asked, "Did you see the youngest in action?" Ricardo admitted that he did not. The friend then exclaimed, "Man, you don't know what you're missing. You need to see him play, for God's sake. He's a star." This comment led to Cauã trying out for Santos, where he was immediately approved. Even though there was no appropriate category for his age, Santos, worried about losing this young promise, decided to integrate him into the under-8 team's training. And even at 6 years old, Cauã wasn't intimidated. He has already become a state futsal champion with Santos and was voted the best player of the tournament. His evolution is impressive. His recent performance in the under-11 state championship further reinforces this idea. With 25 goals scored in 19 matches played, he surpassed famous names like Rodrigo and Endrick, making history as the player who scored the most goals in a single edition of the state championship. Interestingly, Real Madrid's forwards in the same category failed to reach the 20-goal mark in the state championship, unlike Cauã. This wasn't the first time Cauã shocked the world. In 2022, during the Danny Cup, the young prodigy scored goals in every match he played, totaling 26 goals in just 7 matches. This means an impressive average of almost 4 goals per game. His performances were so impressive that opposing players took countless photos with Cauã and called him the new Neymar. A standout in the tournament, he participated in great victories, such as the 23-0 against Redenção FC, scoring 6 goals in that match. Recently, he left everyone stunned after a severe ankle sprain that seemed to sideline him from the Amazon Cup, a crucial youth tournament in Brazil. Defying all expectations, he made a remarkable recovery just in time for the competition and clinched the title with an amazing goal in the final, finishing as the tournament's top scorer with 9 goals. All the European giants are in the race to sign this Brazilian jewel. According to information obtained by TNT Sports, 3 major European clubs, Inter Milan, Real Madrid, and Barcelona, have already contacted the father of the future star to try to take him to Europe. Meanwhile, Santos is doing everything possible to protect Cauã from European interests. However, the club faces serious risks of losing the young talent, as he has dual citizenship. Cauã has Italian citizenship due to his mother, which opens up possibilities for a potential transfer to European clubs. Furthermore, Santos will only be able to sign a training contract with Cauã when he turns 14. Therefore, there are serious risks of him moving to Europe before turning 18. Without the possibility of signing a contract, Santos doesn't have much to do. The only solution is to offer a good salary, a career plan that matches his potential, and establish a high release clause to avoid leaving too early for Europe. Santos uses Lionel Messi as an example, as he also had Italian ancestry, and therefore went to Spain before turning 18. This is a real fear for Santos, but the club is working to avoid Cauã's early departure. Fortunately, the club has successfully implemented this strategy. In an interview, Kawan's father confirmed that he seriously considered the idea of taking his son to train in European football. However, after conversations with Santos, there appears to have been a change of plans. According to him, today the priority will always be Santos. In Brazil, Flamengo also tried in every way to negotiate to take him from Santos, but were unsuccessful in the negotiations. Months ago, Kawan's family signed a career management partnership with Neymar's company, managed by the player's father. One of the reasons for this agreement was that Neymar's father identified in Kawan a great resemblance to Neymar Jr. in his early days at Santos. "When I saw this boy, his joy and ability, I didn't hesitate in bringing him to our company," he said. Kawan is the number 10 and captain of Santos and has shown a lot of personality. Despite his age, he has a psychological maturity comparable to that of an adult. This was evident in some of his interviews where he mentioned being inspired by Cristiano Ronaldo's work ethic. It's impressive how this boy's career is being managed to prevent him from getting lost, like so many other young promises. Today, Kawan has a mental coach, a professional who works with big names in football, such as Vitor Roque and Andreas Pereira. He needs this support to continue on the right path, said the young man's father. Behind Kawan, there is a whole team of employees. According to his father, the idea is to follow the line of work of great names in the sport, such as LeBron James and Cristiano Ronaldo. This mental work is evident in some of his games, especially before free kicks and important penalties, when the boy closes his eyes and takes a deep breath before taking the shot. This was a technique learned by the boy in mental training sessions. Kawan is the son of a former player and great-grandson of NEYMAR, a defender who was runner-up in the 1950 World Cup. With all this history in football, the family seems to know exactly what the best path for the boy's career is. Kawan's brother is also a Santos player. Lucas Yan is one of the highlights of the midfield of the under-17 team, becoming captain of the team at times. He joined Santos from São Paulo and recently signed a professional contract with Santos until 2026. Lucas is also attracting interest from European clubs, recently being monitored by Sporting de Portugal. Kawan Basile follows a similar career path to another Brazilian, Endrick, who is also inspired by LeBron James and Cristiano Ronaldo. To check out this other brilliant career plan, just click on the card that appears above or on the video on the right of the screen. And you, what do you think of Kawan's future? What would be the best fate for this young prodigy? Leave your opinion in the comments.